until October 5th, and the bananas are already gone. Are they maybe yellow for a single day? This is actually so hard. Okay, so next year I'll be around mid-September to mid-October. Let's check what happens there. So I took care of a couple more things at home. I moved some of the cows and harvested all of the apples, made cider and vinegar, and took all of the andesite cobble I had left over and made andesite bricks out of it. There's really the rest. I had 2 more toolboxes, and we have this many train tracks left. So roughly 2,200 or so. Okay, then let's head over and place the rest real quick, although it actually takes a long time to make any progress there. I was out for a whole Terraformacraft months earlier, without sleeping. I don't think I'm gonna do it this way again if I, for example, make a train track towards Robo's place, or if you do the big train track from Z minus 20k to 20k. There I would definitely make some sort of a tunnel bore machine where we decide on a Y value and then have automatic drills in front and just stay at the same Y value and just drill through the terrain. Just need to stick to a certain Y value, like, I don't know, 80 or so. And then if there's a mountain, just drill through it, or if there's an ocean, we go above or below. It's also an option just to have an underground train. It's definitely in the long run easier, but I kind of like the charm here of actually having the train tracks on the same level as the terrain and follow it. That's what for 8,000 blocks, although it's quite a lot of work, it's doable, but yeah, I don't want to do this for the next couple of months and nothing else. But it's kind of fun. It's not really fun as right now. Gotta... What? I had no idea that's a thing. Roadkill, okay. Poor hawk. Robin knows it as well. Yeah, I was about to say what's actually not fun right now. I had a bit of rubber banding when I was riding the train earlier. Actually blamed Robo for being online as well, maybe loading some chunks, but now it's actually going really smooth. It's actually going better than expected. A bit choppy here and there. I'm actually about to upgrade the server and also assign more server RAM. So it should be even better in the future, but already right now I can't complain too much. Should we just follow it? I think we already got half the distance. It's actually quite a fun train ride. There was also a pack of wolves that was running around the train tracks. See if we can get another roadkill. Okay, here this was basically the hardest part, going through the forest, and there's definitely some hilly terrain. Chop a lot of trees. I think it's actually quite a lot of fun. If it's not too dark, should have maybe done the train ride today. Yeah, here we got through the worst. Here it's a bit flatter again, but it's almost the end already. That's almost 4 kilometers worth of train track. Just a couple 100 meters. I think there's a bit hilly again in front. Here's super flat and already stops. Yeah, you can see the mountains. Could maybe also increase the distant horizon render distance a little bit. Oh, there we had some rubber banding. There we go. Got this far now. It's about half the distance. Nice. I'm a couple 100 blocks further ahead now. There's a big mountain on the left, and we got the mesa biome ahead now. That was actually the easy half of laying the train tracks. Now we just got really rough terrain ahead. I mean, there's also a topography map. Here was actually really even. There was no problem at all. But the terrain ahead, is really difficult. I briefly thought about going around the mesa maybe. If I go south, then there's forest. I have to chop trees on top. If I go north, then even taller mountains. Guess going straight it is. Yeah, if you look at the topography, it's changing all the time. So if you would go south here a little bit, it would help a bit, but not really worth the detour. We just go straight. Yeah, it's gonna be really rough terrain, all the rest almost. Here, this is another mesa biome. Until we finally reach the big lake. That's this one here. Okay, so the plan actually at the big lake would be to have some sort of a farming area where I have like some dedicated farmland just to make beer or something like that. So that would be the plan, to have some nice buildings here that I visit maybe once a year, so twice. Plant seeds and then to harvest again. Okay, but let's continue a little bit. I mean, I can always just bridge over it. Still got a couple building blocks, maybe we can go a couple hundred more meters and then we have to turn around. Alright, so I made really good progress, 5,000 meters away from home, but now I completely ran out of andesite bricks. In terms of train tracks, got maybe 300 there, that's another 500. Yeah, I got a couple hundred left, but also not enough to go all the way. Guess I've done actually a lot of work here. What's the time? Yeah, already late November, time to head back. Alright, so it took quite a while, but I made it home. Now we can do this quern automation I've been talking about. So I think it's gonna be something similar like we did with the hide scraping machine. We just need deployers to click at the right pixel again. So it's basically a 3-step process. We need one deployer activating the middle, putting the item in. Then maybe the same deployer or a different one activating the handstone. And then a third deployer picking up the stuff from the side. I wonder, is it okay just to click on the side anywhere? Yeah. And again, I mentioned this in a previous episode, there is a point doing this, not just put it in the millstone or the crushing wheels. For certain recipes, actually the only one I found so far was the amethyst powder. So if you look at this, press again. No, this one here. So if you put it in a crushing wheel, then you get 1 amethyst powder. And if I use the quern, you get 4. So that's why I want to automate this. So this is definitely something that calls for creative mode because lots of testing will be required. And it's also nice to have the creative motor. Oh, okay, so this step is already pretty easy. You just need a deployer from the side, put the item in. Okay, now we need to hit this handle. And this is actually super precise. With the height, there was actually, 16 different pixels. But this almost seems like, oh my god, this is like super precise. Actually, this might be a little bit deceiving. I definitely remember it from 1.7 Terraformacraft. You had to click on that little knob there. But it seems like just clicking at the handstone is also enough. Okay, that seems a lot easier. So just the deployer from on top doesn't do that trick. Just picks up the amethyst. I was hoping it maybe a piston pushing in a deployer from the side. The right speed could maybe give the deployer a little bit of offset, then maybe get it in the right spot. But I tried with all kinds of speeds. Doesn't look like that's the solution as well. Okay, that's here by the way the sequence gear shift. So one of those advanced things we can make now that we have sandpaper and all of the other stuff. Yeah, remember the cow barn one we had there, the redstone wiring? This all could have been completely replaced just with the sequence gear shift. You can have all kinds of instructions, so if it's getting powered, then here we tell this piston to move 1 forward, then move 1 back. You can also adjust this by meters, and you could turn by angle. In case of the cow barn door, you could tell it to turn by 90 degrees. Then you can also do, for example, await new redstone pulse, then it waits a certain amount of time, or give it a delay. So you can have all kinds of instructions there and completely remove a lot of redstone wiring. So here, use it for the piston, 1 meter forward and 1 meter back. There we go. Also tried with 2 meters, might have been different, but just doesn't hit it really. Okay, then we have to try something different. Just simply turning it also doesn't work. Okay, then I guess we're just gonna have the windmill bearing 1 to the right. Glue this together and flip it around. Also doesn't work. Maybe we need to attach the deployers in a different position. Nope, not working either. Just trying to go larger, try to brute force it and hope that it works somewhere also didn't work. I have the suspicion right now that it might not be aiming at the right height even. It's a bit higher up at the block. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe if we actually have a bearing on the side and spin it differently. I could imagine that could work. Okay, let's see it. Still not, maybe not the right speed. Gotta go. Oh! Yeah! It does work! Okay, got a working approach now. Of course, we're gonna use the sequence gear shift for everything. So you can also tell the deployer, like a piston, to extend per meter and then retract per meter. Makes sense, because you also need a piston extension pole for the crafting recipe. Okay, so that's what we do first. I'm gonna give the deployer an aim assist. Then we trigger this, places it. There we go. And then we tell mechanical bearing here to rotate by 360 degrees. Okay. And it activates it. And here the actual rotation speed is important. It works at 16 RPM. 32, 64, any faster, it didn't work. Okay, then we got the output right here. Just trigger this again. So we should pick this up. But no, it didn't work. Okay, that's a bit surprising now. It does not pick up the stuff. So what we can actually do is to rotate the deployer again at a different speed. So we need 16 RPM, trigger this, and if I set it to 64, then we pick up the powder. Okay, maybe there's a better solution for this. This is actually a really nice solution here. If we set the RPM to 12, then the deployer will activate the millstone, and then just before we end the full rotation, we'll also pick up the stuff. Here we go. So we could maybe actually try to completely remove all of the sequence gear shifts, use this deployer to put in the stuff, and this just spins all the time if you turn it on. Let's see if that does work. That's unfortunate. It seems like you just don't have the right timings to do this continuously. So the first batch is processed correctly, but then it fails to trigger it again. Yeah, so we probably need to always stop it after one full rotation, have it at default position, and then give it one spin. Back in survival, found a okay spot, I guess, for the setup. I squeezed it here on the first floor next to the top part of the height scraper. So we already have some shafts running. That's actually a good spot. With the context of the house, maybe it doesn't look too great, but you could put in like a dividing wall here again and only make maybe this part accessible and hide the other stuff away. I think that would be okay-ish. Alright, so I actually went for a 2 deployer version. It's just more convenient for the input. So if it would technically be possible to use a single deployer. I feel like it gets even more complicated then. So the 2 deployer version it is. There's just one small issue. The deployer here on the side shouldn't really run all the time, because at some point the hand is empty again, or like on the last batch, could happen that he actually perhaps the powder before this one can. So that's why I actually went to this solution now here. So I put in the aim assist here on top. One trickles through the deployer, then the content observer detects that, and we lock the hopper. So here by this redstone does, if you follow it, we lock the hopper immediately, so the deployer only has a single item. Then here's a sequence gear shift. I just need to set this up. I'm gonna tell it to turn the piston forward. Tested this in creative already. You actually have to tell it twice to actually return, because it's a bit broken, I feel like. But we're doing this. At least it was reliable in creative. Okay, so that would be the first sequence. We place the aim assist on top of the quern. Then next phase we have a rotation speed controller here in the back. We set it to 12 RPM. And we're going to do a full turn, 360 degrees. Activate the quern, and then get on rotation, pick up the powder, and it's ejected into the funnel. It's just, so you can pick it up again. Okay, then, yeah, basically, so this content observer turns on for a short moment when the deployer has an item, and then turns off again. Just we place the item, but we need to keep the hopper powered for longer. So I'm actually using a new component, a powered toggle latch. This is basically like a flip-flop from vanilla redstone, but it actually keeps powering. So could compare to, for example, an observer powering a sticky piston and a redstone block in front. So if you give a short pulse with the toggle latch here, then it keeps powering until you give another pulse. So that's why we got a repeater here. 6-second delay. Then I need a second observer, otherwise the signals would interfere with each other. And I just took this up now with some dust here. The same power latch, powered toggle latch. Okay, I just need to get more dust. And setup should be basically right. Let's try with a single aim assist first. It's already different from creative, it didn't trigger it. Oh, I forgot something. Oh yeah, true. You need to add a bit of delay. You can actually do this right here. Just a couple of ticks. And turn down 360 degrees. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna grab this one again. This one's more. There we go. There we go, Amethyst powder. Let's try more. Because this setup here with the deployer is a bit weird, it doesn't really work properly. Doesn't return to the default position, or it does the same every time for some reason. Yeah, it kinda works. And when I added the second return for the piston, we kinda fixed it in creative, so I'm not sure there's a better way to do this. Okay, looks good. Put the rest in. Here's the amethyst powder coming. And there's actually one more thing we might need to do, but I don't think it's really necessary. The handstone here actually on top has some durability. There's like 250 uses, and then we need to replace it with a new handstone. Because I don't think we're gonna use this quern actually that often. I decided to not automate this. But what we would basically need to do is to have a drill or something, break the entire quern. Then we need to place the bottom of the quern again, and we need to place a new handstone again. And somehow we need a detection if it breaks. But since, well, this would add a lot of extra complexity, we also need to make sure that the machine isn't triggered when this actually happens. I don't think I'm gonna push it this far. Because 250 uses, I mean, I have like 40 amethyst. I don't think we even get there. But brilliant. Now we can automate the quern. Alright, now we can finally make some tinted glass. 16. It's really expensive. So got a couple more left over. And a bit of powder. It's not a lot, but in case we have some sort of mob farm, it would be nice. I'll definitely use a tinted glass for something. There's one more thing I need to do today, fix the blast furnace setup. It works fine, but it has some chunk loading issues. It happened twice now that I actually came back and there was stuff in the blast furnace. I'm pretty sure this is caused by the redstone links and just chunks loading in unfortunate order. So we got those redstone links here attached here on the side of the smart chutes, which lock them. But if I'm coming from this direction, I load this chunk here first, and then those redstone links basically don't get the signal from two chunks over that tells them to be powered. So I guess a simple fix would be to... oh, change. But the number would be to just have yeah, the inversion of the signal being done on this side. So just place a torch here, block this, and have the redstone link here on top. It should work. And while I'm at it, I can also improve the wiring. So we needed a system that activates the charcoal dropping. This time we drop in iron and flux. And it had to be a system that can be reset. So in case we start up the system, on the first time we put in iron and flux, we also had to drop in coal. So we had this reset of the counter with the pistons, the count to 5. I just used this because that's something I knew and short on time and just needed something that works. So I went with the vanilla solution. But now I actually had a bit of time while going forward to think about this. Kind of bothered me that I didn't find a better solution right away. But yeah, there are actually great mod threads and components that should make this a lot easier. So I'm just gonna get rid of some of the stuff here. Don't need it anymore. So the way I would approach this now is to use a dropper that has 5 non-stackable items in it. There you go, dropper. And shoots it over to a hopper that is attached here. Just need to clean up my inventory real quick. Okay, so puts it into a hopper. There we go. I guess the vessel is a non-stackable item. You would assume so. So here on the side we also have a stockpile switch. And yeah, okay, it's non-stackable. So in case we exceed 50%, basically we can go from 4 to 5 items. We lock this hopper here. I guess I can just do it. Repeat it. Get one there. Lock like this. There we go. Lock the repeater here. So now if I send a signal, it would send a vessel over, and it stays in there. Until we actually go down to 0, and then we turn off the signal here, and then all of the vessels are sent back to the dropper until we hit 5 again, and then we lock the dropper again. So the first activation, we would just have a inheritor now here on the side of the hopper, and send the signal to drop safe. Okay, and then a resettable part is, if you run out of any components, you just push this block down. And this will also then empower the hopper and all the items are sent back in there. So that would be a very more complex system. Some create mod components. Yeah, I just actually need the time to think about stuff. If I'm in a hurry, then I just use what I know. Okay, there we go. This wiring is definitely way more compact and should work the same. Alright guys, that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet. One of my subscribers sent me this video of a worm that they found at the beach. Burger King just released a new item that's only available in Thailand called the Real Cheeseburger. The only thing it has is slices of cheese stacked between a hamburger bun. This guy has figured out a genius way to eat ramen.
That's if you watch too much TikTok videos.
Yeah. Are you joking? Wow.
This is not CGI. A new building called The Sphere is opening soon in Las Vegas, and the outside is already operational.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
This YouTuber pretended to have a dead guy in his freezer and then called out a repairman to fix it.
Well, a week ago. What? Okay. He's about to drive away. We'll tell him not to. This is a joke, dude. That's my friend in the refrigerator. He's alive.
His dad found out that his son is a snitch.
I'm not giving it to everybody. I'm not even telling you my name.
What's his name?
I have to go get crickets, and I just realized what shirt I'm wearing right now.
This dramatic fish jumps out whenever she tries to clean the aquarium.
Whenever I put my fish back into it, the yellow one always tries to himself. And okay, oh see? I don't know if you can see.
These are snowflies, and they can be found in the mountains of North America. They can survive in these very cold and harsh environments. What's cool about them is that they have evolved the ability to easily amputate their limbs. They often get stuck to the ice, so they simply rip off a leg and keep moving. This poor little guy doesn't know how to use his body yet.
Are you embarrassed?
This dog likes to dive incredibly deep. That's the end of this video. Hopefully this video put a smile on your face, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Recently, I decided to play Flappy Bird for 10 hours straight. No, this isn't a joke. See, back when I was in high school and Flappy Bird just came out, I remember playing it in the cafeteria during lunchtime. I was there to around the 70s mark when a girl came up behind me and went, "You guys really love Flappy Bird." It was for me to then and her to never talk to me. Yeah, we're working through some problems. So my initial goal when starting this stream was to build a world record 2,311. That's pretty awesome. Now Flappy Bird is a simple game where you press on the screen to get a little jump and go through the pipes. Every set of pipes you make it through, you get another point. And if you hit anything on the screen, you control your progress and restart from the beginning. And honestly, it took me a little bit to get used to the controls. Even though it is the most simple mobile game imaginable, there's actually a lot of things going into it, like what time should I jump? If I jump here, will I hit a pipe? And, well, actually, that's pretty much it. So for the first little bit, I spent my time getting more comfortable with the game and was making really good progress. I slowly kept increasing my skill level, and after just 30 minutes, we already hit a score of 122. But here's where things really started to get difficult, because one thing I didn't mention was just how long the world record took. See, to go from one pipe to the next, it takes around 1.5 seconds. This means 100 pipes take more than a whole 2 minutes, and if you want to get to 2,311, well, that just requires 50 minutes of playing the game straight. That's 50 minutes with 0 mess ups, and it's really easy to mess up in this game. So while it only took me 30 minutes to get a score of 122, it took me another 50 to get my next PB of 135, and another 40 to get a 150, meaning we were already 2 hours in, but I was still relatively determined, and I kept going. Sure, some of my PBs took literal hours to beat, but I just pretended my mental health wasn't deteriorating, and I even learned a new strategy. For the first half of my 10 hours, I played completely on feeling, and because of that, I died way often to this scenario where there was a really high up pipe followed by a really low one. But after 5 hours of suffering, I learned how to deal with it. Instead of just jumping and praying, you should pay attention to where you jump at. So right here, since I jumped in the middle of the pipe, I'll cross over easily. But right here, when I jump just before the pipe, if I don't do another jump, we'll die. And I finally learned the perfect threshold for this jump, which is right when our little guy's halfway point to the pipe. If it's here or we jump later, we're safe to fall. But if we jump before this, we'll always need to do one more jump. Probably should have noticed this sooner, but do you see my eyes? I was having a tough time. With this strategy, I was finally able to cross the 200 barrier just 6.5 hours in. Oh well, Ben, so impressive. Thank you. I know, very impressive. But after this PB, this is where we enter pain. Usually when I do a 10-hour challenge, you don't need to be super precise, and I've been able to get away with my tiredness by just focusing a little less. But this time, it was bad.
That room, the exhaustion is really starting to set in.
Right here's around where my eyes started playing tricks on me like, I kid you not, pipes glitching out and quickly moving back and forth. Obviously this isn't actually what was happening, but my exhausted brain didn't know what to make of anything. And because of that, for over 3 hours and 25 minutes, I just couldn't get TV. Many of my runs got close, but I just couldn't bring it home. Eventually, I finally decided to remove my delusions of getting a world record. All I wanted was a 250 score, but I just couldn't get it. Should I have given up and went to sleep? Probably, but I didn't. I kept trying until finally there was just 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I put on some classical music, and this next couple of minutes were complete focus. It was just myself and the bird, which by the way, we named Bob, not sure if that's important. But slowly, the 10-hour timer ticked down, and this was officially my last run. I allowed myself to finish this run since it started before the timer finished, but anything additional would not count. And I went one hop into the next. Now usually once I get past 150, here's where my heart starts beating faster and the nerves catch up. But I was strangely calm, and soon we got to 170, 180, 190, and all the way past our record to 200, but I wasn't done yet. I kept on going, determined to get the best time possible, and finally,
261. We beat it at the end. We'll take it, baby.
So now, will I still be going for world record? Maybe. Subscribe if you want to see it.
Call of Duty Warzone 2 Season 4 Reloaded update has angered players. Although I guess the game is just called Call of Duty Warzone now, not to be confused with Call of Duty Warzone Caldera, which used to be Call of Duty Warzone before Warzone 2 became Warzone. Make sense? No? Good. I'm Jacob Rush, this is Game Linked, and this update is a bit of a mess. Added content includes frame drops for new players, an overpowered auto shotgun, and you guessed it, superpowers. As part of the collab with Prime Video's The Boys, players can pick up field upgrades that give them one of 4 superhuman abilities, like Laser Beam, that basically insta-kills anyone it hits. It's like how you swing around as Spider-Man in Fortnite, except that's a cartoon game, and Call of Duty is a semi-realistic military game.
You don't remember that part of the Afghan war? That's what they mean when they call America a superpower, right?
Yeah. Many players are complaining that most of the powers are broken, and that the field upgrades to obtain them are way too common. So, people are constantly flying through the air. However, it looks like developers Infinity Ward and Raven Software may have a plan to fix things. Data miners claim 2 new playable operators are coming to the game. If what they say is true, I think the game will become a lot more grounded once they add Nicki Minaj and 21 Savage.
Hey.
Boy toy named Troy used to live in Detroit. The FTC is appealing the ruling that would allow Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition to move forward. Microsoft has already blocked the tomorrow, but the FTC want to extend this to block until the FTC's separate upcoming antitrust case against the deal. Just this Tuesday, like an apathetic professor, Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley denied the FTC, so Microsoft could push through and make weird goblin babies with luck. So now, the FTC wants the 9th Circuit Court of Appeals to appeal Judge Corley's decision on the extension. God, the last. That antitrust case that's so important to the FTC, by the way, doesn't start until August 2nd. And that's important because Microsoft is contractually obligated to close the deal by July 18th. And if they don't, they'll have to pay a $3 billion termination fee. So it's possible that the FTC is trying to run out the clock. This appeal is rare in cases like this, so the FTC must be dead set on winning the world where Bobby Kotick and Phil Spencer's half-leather jacket. That's what happens if they merge, right? Team Fortress 2 has received a major new update, as Valve is officially adding a large collection of community-submitted content, including new maps, cosmetics, and taunts. There have also been a number of tweaks and fixes to existing content, though some players were disappointed not to see more fixes for long-known issues like the game's notorious bot problem. Not even Elon Musk can figure that one out, though. Given the choice between a cool hat and an end to the cyborg menace, I'll gladly forego fashion. And that's saying something.
What if they let us dab?
One particularly popular addition has been the official recognition of the community-made versus Sexton Hail mode. where a whole-player team takes on a single player controlling Saxton Hale, a wealthy former arms dealer with a pelt of chest hair shaped like Australia, which we know because he refuses to wear anything but a cut-off pair of Daisy Dukes and a Crocodile Dundee hat. Now that's just style. Does playing as Saxton Hale make up for the relentless bots? Maybe not, but he has canonically punched a Yeti to death. How many of us can say that? Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by XSplit. Take your live streaming to the next level with XSplit's cutting-edge broadcasting and video production tools. Broadcaster lets you add nifty effects and slick transitions to your streams on popular platforms like Twitch and YouTube. You can also use their VCam to remove, replace, or blur your webcam background. Now what you actually stream, well, we'll leave that up to you. Treat your audience to a stream. Check out XSplit today at lmg.gg/xsplit and use code LINESPLIT to save 69% off your first purchase or subscription. Quick Bits, speed runs, whatever you call them, they will occur after this podcast. Limited Run Games has announced 20 new titles, that is, new old titles, that will be getting a physical release in the next year. Remember physical releases? When you could touch a game, smell it, taste it if no one was looking. If they were looking and you looked them directly, you know I taste my game. Ruined. It made them sour, bitter. The previously Japan-exclusive Clock Tower is getting a worldwide remaster release, and 2004's cancelled Shantae Advance Risky Revolution will be released next year exclusively on the Game Boy Advance. But best of all, they're releasing the Gex trilogy. Gex is back, baby! Now 90s kids can truly heal with the return of the fullest representation of their childhoods. A wise, anthropomorphic gecko, and cool. Remember I was screaming Gex, young boy.
Walk on the ceiling, Jacob.
That's how I broke 2 arms. Yesterday, it was discovered that Activision restored matchmaking for classic Call of Duty games on the Xbox 360. You know, the games that introduced many young, impressionable gamers to the dark side. In a surprising turn of events, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, and World at War now all have matchmaking restored. No one knows why it happened now. Some think it's related to the Microsoft partnership. But I shake the feeling that it's my old XXX Long Snipe 69. Lure me back and once again tell me I'm sneaking down with my mom. An open beta for Roblox will be coming to MetaQuest VR in the next few weeks. Finally, VR lovers can expand their game library through the power of child labor. This is a big deal, especially for Meta. Roblox has 66 million daily active players, which is over triple the number of Quest headsets ever sold. While most of Roblox's content doesn't currently support VR, its popularity might eat into the user base of Meta's own Horizon Worlds platform, given that Roblox went back in 2008. Hard as the market, Night School Studio released Oxenfree 2 yesterday, the sequel to their excellent 2016 release, of course called Dark Souls 3. Oxenfree 2 has received rave reviews and is available on multiple platforms, including an Android version. Netflix users can play both Oxenfree games free. You should play them. Look, I just really like this game, and I'm writing this episode, so I get to say whatever I want. If you have a problem with it, why don't you grow out your hair and beard and get a job on an internet show? Doesn't sound so easy, does it?
You love Oxenfree so much, why don't you marry him?
I tried. They rejected my application, and now I can't go to Night School Studios anymore. And YouTube channel The Thought Emporium decided to train rat neurons to play Doom because no one asked and they had some free time. It's a revolutionary idea. Everyone always asks what can run Doom, but no one asks what can play Doom. That's footy chess. While The Thought Emporium hasn't gotten to the training period yet, I already can't wait for his next gaming meme-inspired experiment where he asks, can rat neurons play Crash? You'll be able to play the next episode of Game Link on Tuesday, because that's when the next one comes out. Why? Don't ask questions. That's rude. How dare you? I'm gonna tell your mom.
I'll tell her first.
Then I'll tell your dad.
You guys remember my roommate Nut from college? We watched his video where he got rated on his Riz. Apparently, he ranked all the girls on their Riz. So let's take a look at Nut doing his Jubilee thing.
I'm a very polar person, so I don't think I should be in the front because I'm more polarizing.
But I feel like when you have a huge personality, you're more gravitating.
But it could be scary too. You're not last. You are not last, I'll tell you right now. You're doing Naruto in the room.
What?
You were doing Naruto in the room.
That's Riz? That's not Riz. That's bad Riz. Trust me, I would know. You can't do this for Riz. Slippery floor.
That's my approach. If I'm in a bar, I'm like, hi, my name is Jazz. I just thought you're really handsome and introduce myself.
That's the people are not. You need to stay there. You need to stay there.
That's
It's
Riz.
not right. All right, you stay there.
How's everyone feeling?
No nerves.
Yeah. No nerves?
Because we're getting Riz.
Yeah.
It's up to them.
I've never been nervous before in my entire life. That's good. Have you guys ever been rizzed by a girl?
No.
No.
Not really.
No. They've
Just a
looked at
couple
us.
looks
Yeah,
here and
They
there.
look at us.
It's like the little side eye. Like they walk, they look at you, and they keep walking.
But
The
girls-
rest is up to you.
Girls don't have Riz though. I've never like.
Girl Riz is crazy because this is an actual move that is considered Riz. And that's it. And that's considered Riz. Excuse me? I'm adjusting my hair 24/7. I get 0 credit. But this? That's Riz? Really?
Hi, I'm Amara.
Hi, I'm Errol.
Nice to meet you. Were you nervous?
For her.
Where are you from, may I ask?
Really from Philadelphia, but
Nice.
I grew up all over.
Yeah.
You?
I'm from Chino Hills.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Can I just say your eyes are so pretty? They're like literally shiny. And I'm so sorry I keep on looking at your hands. They kind of look heavy.
You look like you got dumbbells taped to your wrists.
Yeah, would you like me to hold them for you?
Oh God.
I like her.
So
I
with
like
that
her.
being said,
I like her.
right?
Yeah.
What are we doing after this? We're gonna go eat.
You know what? This actually works, I will say. Because this would never work in the reverse. Ever. Like, ever. Imagine a guy said, oh, is your hand heavy? Let me hold it for you. What are we doing after this? Way too fast, way too quick. However, oftentimes does not work in reverse. You can go 0 to 100 in half a second, girl to guy. And oftentimes the guys will accept that speed. They're ready for that level of G-force.
Yeah, we can eat.
Have you watched La La Land before? Ooh, neither have I. But we could go to like the observatory, have a little picnic, you know, watch the sunset.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I like her. She's nice. I like her.
That was a bit of girl privilege, but it was also girl privilege exists because guy horniness exists. Let's not mistake it.
How you doing?
Okay, okay.
That would work. If you surf a guy for 4 minutes while farting, that would work. Women, give it a shot. Trust me on this.
You're looking real good today.
Your turn. How you doing?
Oh, you're so sweet. Hey.
How you doing?
He's risen her up now.
I'm doing good.
You look good too.
Thank you.
He's so. I think he forgot what's going on.
I like the blue. What's up? I smell good.
They're just flirting. I mean, I guess that's Riz. I guess she worked. What she did was effective because she has allured him, and now they're flirting.
Let me smell you now.
Oh,
You smell good too.
thank you, Garrett.
Erica and Garrett were getting it on. It was actually getting hot. I was like,
This is like a scene from Love Island, minus the accent. They wouldn't go like, how you doing? They'd be like, early days love, innit? Early days love. Keep the options open, but you look fine.
hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh,
we
Mai.
stayed for the hug.
Nice
Okay.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name's Ivan. Your name is Mai? Okay.
Yeah. Are you from LA?
I'm like, I say I'm from LA because it's easier, but I'm from LA.
Dude, Girl Riz is so free. I'm actually mind blown. The hug unnecessary? Yeah, but like it's just effective on guys. Guys are like putty. It's so easy. Just act interested a little bit. And guys, stay cold.
Not.
I might need to do it. I think get lost, you know?
Okay.
She's good.
Okay, she is good. Damn.
Can I get your number?
Absolutely. I mean, if I have my phone.
I'm not sure I phone.
Imagine.
Great improv, great improv. Nailed it. Yes, and.
Okay, fine, okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna get back to my girls, but I'll text you.
That's a dog.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I figured it out. Successful girl race is when the guy feels like he did something good. Like, he dapped up like he did something. He didn't do shit. He poorly improv the number in his phone. But he felt like a G. He felt very cool.
How are you?
Good.
I'm Aurora. Nice to meet you. Are you from the area?
Yeah.
Bad improv. Yeah, because he didn't get his glass from anywhere. He was clapping his hands and then the glass just appeared. You gotta get the glass from somewhere. You can't just clap and then go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm from Redlands.
You don't want to drink?
No. What do you like to drink? What do you get to drink?
What do you get to drink? I get to drink
Mojito?
Yeah.
Stop, because
That's your favorite? Oh.
we might.
And now the drink is gone. What happened to the drink?
That is my favorite. I always go for mojito.
Okay.
I feel like people who go for mojito are like, they like the,
What
they
am I
like.
giving? What-
It's like rare. It's like you like the spice of life. Like you like things that might be a little bit more out of pocket, eccentric.
Don't you just like mint? Isn't that what that means? You just like mint?
You can just get line them up with mojitos back to back. Let's see who gets drunk faster. Down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am down.
I'm sorry.
No, I know. I'm like, okay, wait, I'm trying to get to know you right now. Yeah, I know. I love mojitos. What else do you like to drink?
Orange juice.
So,
This is the worst
have you ever been to
conversation.
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, Manhattan, all the boroughs.
Yes, you're gonna take me around. So do you travel a lot? Or?
Yeah, I travel a lot.
There's no connection here.
I got my Amex card. Got a lot of
Ooh,
points.
okay.
Okay.
So good. Yes.
That was terrible. No Riz.
And nut. Let's go. Redemption arc.
So we're supposed to be at a bar again?
We're at a bar again.
I'm the clammiest hand right now. Hi.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
What's up?
So in case you forgot, my name's Jess, but you can call me Mommy.
I'm not gonna. Why would
It's
I
okay.
call
I just gave myself the ick.
you that? Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I just gave myself the ick too.
What is that sentence? I just gave myself the ick. Oh, I thought you said I gave myself dick. I was like, what does that mean?
It's okay.
Yeah. Glad we're on the same page.
We are.
Cool. What's up? How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, he's doing it correct. Because this episode is trying to see girls Riz. And a lot of the guys were just flirting back instantly. But Cam's not giving it up easy. He knows he's a high-value, snatched individual whose body never quits. And he deserves to be treated as such. And because of that, she has to do more work.
It was like tearing myself out. Even being salty with him, I still set him up for jokes. And I was like, you're doing nothing.
Nope. He's a high-value, snatched individual, and you literally started off by saying, you can call me mommy. And you were like, what, you wanted him to grovel? His body doesn't quit! She doesn't get it.
So my love language is gift giving.
I like receiving things. Did
I
you bring me
brought
gifts,
this
actually?
in case you rizzed in the bathroom before you were coming out here.
Okay, so... Thank you.
I don't need to say much about this one. It's a callback to the last video they were on, because in the last video, flashback,
What do you think got you to the top?
Training, hard work, dedication. We did practice Riz on each other in the back, and I rizzed in the bathroom beforehand also.
He said, I was just in the bathroom and I rizzed myself, making a pun and a joke about jizzing himself. And so she got him a crumpled up tissue to clean up the jizz. But the issue is it's a little too visceral. Saying I rizzed myself, you know, is like a funny thing, but now you're thinking about the cleanup, and that's the least fun part.
You're coming out here.
Okay, so thank you. I'm gonna give it back to you.
Feels like
funny.
the gift.
The tissue? No, but I thought it was funny.
Maybe next time I see you, now that I know you a little bit, I can bring it up.
For sure. Thank you very much. Okay. I thought that was fun.
You're mean.
I'm mean.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's a high value individual.
No, I'm not.
Come on, Badu.
Hi, my name's Jazz. I thought I would just come and introduce myself. You're super handsome. I know you're with your boys. You know, I don't want to interrupt whatever you guys are
They
celebrating
creeping right
here.
now, looking over us.
But I thought I would come and introduce myself and let you know I exist. And what are you guys celebrating tonight?
It's my board.
In the club, 8 days and 8 nights straight.
It's Hanukkah. It's my boy's Hanukkah.
Yeah. I would like to take you out sometime.
Okay.
Show you how I roll.
Okay.
You know, how I do things.
How do you roll? What do you roll?
You have to come and find out.
Oh, all right.
Let's go and find out. See.
Okay. So let me find out. Hold on. Yeah, put my number down so I can find out. Yeah, put my number down so I can find out. Yeah.
Okay, wait. He actually just won then, huh? Because like it's supposed to be the girls showing off their riz by having a fake improv interaction with a guy. He just actually used his real phone. And we'll get her real phone number to actually really communicate with the
Yeah, the YouTube. My.
It's kind of like normal, right?
It was like chill.
It wasn't awkward.
I still feel like his girl was first.
She was pretty good. She smelled good.
Yeah.
She looked good.
I'm thinking if that happened to me in public, and she came up to me with a napkin and was like, "'Cause you jack off too much in public."
Yeah, when you put it that way, it was a little aggressive. This is for your jizz in case you jacked off.
Aurora.
I got last place.
Yeah, well, here, this is the explanation.
It was okay. So
yeah, I think
it was.
Right. I think it was like 6. It was like 1, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It was underconfident. It was great, but it was just kind of like, yeah, it was fun. Just,
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a little strong.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
I think it was.
It was.
Oh,
Jazz. It was napkin.
Yeah.
It was jizz napkin. Don't say it was jizz napkin.
He almost said jizz napkin girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Shocked. I thought I'd be last.
No, but you gotta understand, like we didn't really like get the reference.
I like the napkin thing. I thought that was
Here's
cool.
the thing. I think you're great. I've appreciated our relationship together. Jazz.
Jazz. You're next.
Really?
4th place.
I mean, it was cool, you know, to like say you're gonna take him out on a date, you know.
Yeah, we did like that. I like that. That was pretty
cool. I like that, you know.
Third was mine.
Third was mine.
Yeah.
And then you guys just swapped places.
Yeah. 1 or 2, yes.
You both did great. Erica, you did great. You smelled wonderful. Made me feel real good inside. You made me feel good and confident. And
Nah, we did like that. Yeah.
No, we liked it. We liked it.
It was like one A and one B. To be honest.
Yeah.
Look at the confidence boost. They're glowing.
Number 1. Yeah, number 1 killed it. It was all natural. Definitely confident.
Ariel started falling a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
You got it.
oh yeah.
She went first.
I know,
She
right?
went first. We were all like, oh.
Girl, would you grab your number?
Oh no, of course, yeah. I'm grabbing it after.
Because most girls wouldn't even try for this stuff.
Yeah. Y'all came
This was their ranking. This was the final ranking. Oh my gosh. Wait. It was 6, 5, 4, and then it went 1, 2, 3. Literally the reverse order. And then the end is messed up. But that's crazy.
If a girl wants to try to Riz not. Do you have any advice for him?
Just be like normal. I don't know. Just come up and be like, hey. And be like, what's up?
Let's see.
You have to guess what my favorite number is first.
Favorite number?
Yeah.
7.
It's 951.
Well done. Well done. Jubilee video in books. Another Nut Riz exclusive.
From beating the game in under 8 minutes to having the world's longest win streak in Bed Wars, Minecraft World Records have continued to stretch the limits of the game and prove what's really possible. However, like any other competitive game, Minecraft has seen more than its fair share of cheaters over the years. Cheating scandals in the Minecraft competitive scene are nothing new. In fact, they've been so common now that exposed videos don't even feel surprising nowadays. By far the most infamous speedrunning cheating incident in the game's history was pulled off by Dream, but at one point there was another runner with a super similar name, Drem, who also found himself in heavy crossfire after being exposed for faking a 1.16 RSG speedrun world record. Back in June of 2020, the YouTuber Merd with the in-game username Drem was discovered to be cheating in his Minecraft speedrun submission. According to speedrun.com's moderators, Drem had been caught splicing his run. You see, when you normally load into a brand new world, a random loading screen is generated for that specific seed, but when Drem loaded into the world for supposedly the first time, his loading screen started in the middle, but on the seed he supposedly ran, the loading screen always starts in the bottom left every single time without fail. There were many other odd behaviors throughout Drem's run, such as spotting a shipwreck after it was on the screen for the tiniest fraction of a second in a situation where a normal top-level runner wouldn't even be looking at the water at all, as they would instead be aiming to find a village in the very visible savanna biome that Drem was running to. This of course heavily suggested that Drem was not playing his seed for the first time, as his movement and route in the game seemed to already be planned out. It was very quickly apparent to both the moderators and speedrunning community that the run was a bit too lucky to be true. It was at this time that a YouTuber named Zyphon would make two very famous videos about the incident, breaking down the run and exposing Drem's cheating to millions. Due to Drem and Dream's names being extremely similar, there was a lot of confusion among the community, and Zyphon himself was under very heavy fire initially by the fans of Dream, who thought Zyphon was accusing Dream of cheating, something which at this time he wasn't even really suspected of. Zyphon also used a very confusing thumbnail which placed Dream as a big focus in it, making the entire situation even more confusing. Drem himself at this time was also flamed for copying Dream's username, but in reality Drem had made the username while Dream was still under 1,000 subscribers according to him. Of course, as Zyphon's video would go on to gather well over 10 million views, many weren't exactly happy with Drem, but at this point he had just tried to move on and continue with his own content, attempting to move away from the drama and focus on making YouTube videos. But things would suddenly take a turn a few months later when, without any warning, despite them having talked previously as well, Zyphon would go on to upload a second video about the Dream situation, which would also go on to do exceptionally well, getting over 1.5 million views. It seems some of the viewers on this video began to start siding with Drem a bit more, as they felt it was unnecessary to bring up the situation again after the fact, as it had once again sparked up the controversy, causing even more hate to be sent in Drem's direction. Drem also stated that he, as well as some of his friends named Python and Zenith, all received death threats. Of course, it goes without saying that it's already crazy that he would receive death threats over a video game, but it truly is even crazier that his friends were caught in the fire, as they weren't even associated with the fake run whatsoever. Throughout the whole incident, Dream played a big role, commenting and providing a great reference to the speedrunning moderators as a speedrunner himself. Yet as we now know, Dream would ironically find himself on the other end of this story just a few years later. Eventually, Drem would make a now unlisted video simply titled Dream that attempted to address some of the backlash and threats he had faced as a result of Dream's involvement in the situation. In this video, he also stated multiple times that Dream's run was fake, something which Dream seemingly did not appreciate, as in his reply to the video, he stated that Drem shouldn't have spoke as if he was proven to be a cheater, which to be fair, at this time, he wasn't. Well, not publicly anyway. But while Drem's fake speedrun gathered a lot of attention from outside sources like Zyphon's video, only very recently did it come to light that the most viewed Minecraft speedrun on all of YouTube was also fake. The run was a set seed speedrun by a player named NicoCraftHD in 2019. Nico's speedrun fell in a very niche category as set seed speedrunning, the pre-1.9 set seed any percent glitchless on peaceful mode. Now, despite this speedrun gathering an 8-figure view count and having been public on YouTube for over 4 years, it wasn't until very recently that the speedrunning community was finally catch Nico and expose him for faking this famous run. It wasn't even this run, however, that led to Nico being exposed as a cheater, as entire years later in 2022, he would post his second world record with a time of 2 minutes and 49 seconds. This run was verified on the speedrun.com leaderboard as the new world record, but not too long after, the players start to become suspicious of Nico's run. You see, clouds in Minecraft don't exactly move too fast, which makes it particularly weird that in Nico's run, a cloud that on this set C doesn't show up for over 25 minutes manages to find its way into a run that's under 3 minutes in total. Adding to the evidence against him, a TNT block that Nico can clearly be seen placing early on in his run seemed to have magically disappeared after he had completed the run, as well as there now being an F-shaped cloud in the sky, the exact cloud that can be spotted on the scene directly after loading into the world for the very first time. Of course, after realizing that Nico had cheated this run, speedrunners were quick to go back to his original and most famous video, analyzing it for any mistakes, which were incredibly hard to spot, as the video itself had no sound whatsoever, and it was also the first ever video on Nico's channel. And despite the run's lack of credibility at the time, the community of Minecraft was rather young, and the standards of proof were generally low, especially in such an obscure category. For these reasons, Nico's record was accepted by the speedrunning mods at the time, making its way to official leaderboards and gathering him 11 million views along the way. And despite this record being incredibly hard to prove as fake, eventually speedrunners noticed that in Nico's run, his hunger bar was inconsistent with the regular time it takes for Minecraft's in-game saturation feature to make the hunger bar shake, which according to a speedrunning YouTuber named Pika J, happens every 3.05 seconds. In Nico's run, however, when he gets to the end fight, the bar suddenly stops moving for far longer than that, staying completely still for 34 seconds during the end fight, over 10 times longer than it should normally take. Of course, initially after posting this video, Nico's run went completely undetected for years, and after he had continued to post speedrunning videos on his channel, briefly starting a series where he would break Minecraft's supposedly official world records. You see, apart from speedrunning world records, there's an entirely separate scene in competitive Minecraft, which is the Minecraft World Records hosted by Guinness World Records themselves. Of course, Guinness World Records are usually for crazy achievements in real life, such as the oldest person to climb Mount Everest or the youngest person to win the Nobel Prize. But over the years, they have gotten progressively more strange, such as the largest gathering of people dressed up as Einstein or the longest duration spinning a basketball on a toothbrush. And if that wasn't enough, these records have now also stretched into the world of video games. Like many other really specific records in the Guinness World Records book, the Minecraft records are oddly specific as well. The Minecraft records specifically consist of over 150 world record titles, which can be divided into 3 main categories. The first category are the records achieved by Minecraft itself, such as being the best-selling video. Such as the strongest mob in Minecraft. The second category is the first timers, such as the oldest Minecraft multiplayer server, which was actually held by Notch himself back in 2009, when he created a 4-minute video of him playing in a private multiplayer server with several of his friends. However, it's the third and final category where things start to get suspicious, consisting of many very strange and still ongoing Minecraft world records that can be very easily cheated. My favorite example of this is the record for the longest redstone trail in Minecraft. On Guinness World Records' official website, it only showed a simple screenshot of a player standing in front of a redstone trail with absolutely zero context. Alright, if I beat this, you have to subscribe. Let's see how long it takes me to beat it, and just do this, and let's go! Even upon researching the record holder's name on search engines, there's no proof that this record was ever in a video format or any way to prove it whatsoever. After manually digging through countless YouTube videos, I did find the previous world record held by a player named BF Raymond. Apart from this, there are also many other suspicious and possibly fake records, such as massive builds like the largest national flag ever built, which once again could be super easily faked with World Edit. I think it's only fair that everyone watching this video should go and attempt to break one for real. Yeah, I already know all of you are just gonna fake it anyway.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out the coin game today, a game that's all about recreating that.
Rare moments. There were 2 strongholds.
Oh my god! That's never happened to me!
Baby Ragers.
And the clips get crazier as the video goes on till we get you the best clips of the video.
Have you ever tried this?
I'll try and hit the pro with the bow. I'll try and hit the pro with the bow. Oh! Wait, did I do I did! Wait, I literally just did it! Come on, come on.
Tuning for diamond.
Someone is replacing the diamonds with stone.
Diamonds! Yo! I got diamond! Where did the diamond? Wait! Where did they go?
Only pros can do this. He threw his pro through an insanely small gap.
Wait a minute.
What the? Look at that guy. Jesus.
The Baby Rager.
I'm still going. I'm gonna get to that fortress.
Are you sure about that?
Everything's fine, right, Chad?
When you've got ninja reflexes, something is wrong with their Minecraft skin.
My leg is broken.
Oh, I fixed it. I'm a chiropractor.
Nope. No, it's backwards. I broke it more.
Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. 1 second.
How did that? Oh my god. That camera pretty good.
The Ender Pearl glitched.
No. No. Lad. No. No.
Oh my god! I leave you alone for less than a minute.
Oh! I did the reverse emoji!
I'm gonna die. I'm legit gonna die already. Oh, no, I'm 1.5 heart.
When you finally finish your build,
بسرعة غلط مش واحد عادي لو أنا خلاص مش واحد أسويها أنا.
this guy managed to get kills in a row before dying.
Ow, it hurts a lot.
Triple kill!
If there's something wrong with the farm, I'm dead. Like, game over.
The game is broken!
If there's something wrong with the farm, I'm dead.
Yeah, a little bit. Zombies can swim in snow?
Look at this dude.
Huh?
No! I sneak.
When voice commands don't work?
Down. Walk.
said stop.
He has harnessed the power of flight. Oh my. Bruh, my house! Give me my house back!
How dare you?
Oh my, he's just stolen my house! He's just stolen my house!
This was his last time on the Dream SMP.
Goodbye. It's been a pleasure. Goodbye.
When your friend is being generous.
What? Oh my god, dreaming, man. I thought I was dreaming that long at first. Yo, pause my
When your world gets corrupted.
Oh my god! Oh, how is this still here? Whoa! No way!
Bro, how can I not find anything? Oh my... Bro, what a save! Oh, thank God.
If you fireball this guy, he'll fireball you back.
You guys aren't ready. Look at this. This guy, fireballs? Me too. Crazy business.
Don't wake the Jaguar.
Hey, wake up.
Ah! Puta madre, amigo. Bro, chill. You serious?
Why are there so many Endermen?
1900! The game is bugged! Oh! What the f happened?
This guy outplayed this guy. LOL! You need 200 IQ to do this.
Oh, what a play! That was an amazing play. George, you know we're surrounded by play. Hardened play.
Dream's first name is Clay.
What? What? And he left.
Oh my god. Dark. Dark. No. That is so unforgivable right now. Let me see it. I legit. My eyes large. Woo!
What was that? What was that? You. Oh my god, it scared me so much.
This guy was so shocked to see this.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
Don't let anyone tell you you're not a real one. Don't let them tell you that.
Who says I'm not a real one?
Well, don't let them tell you that. I'm gonna go.
Who's been saying? Huh? Who's been saying I'm not a real one? What the heck? That thing can fly?
Surprise!
Why?
Game over.
Okay, watch my screen,
Where is it?
Oh my god, I'm the... Holy...
Now the tricks get even crazier.
You should try this.
I'm gonna. This is the ultimate. This is the ultimate way to kill someone. Really. I mean, it's so obvious, but it always gets them. Gotcha, Blake. Gotcha.
Oh my god, you mods.
What?
He was so close to hitting the lava.
He lost a piece of armor before he started filming, and then someone in chat suggested for him to look in a specific machine.
Oh, soul juicer? I was very conscious about, like, I don't think it would get juice, but... Thank you.
Hey, you know what I have in my inventory? 24 karat gold.
I can't believe you've done this. Parents are the worst. They always get in the way.
Get away. Oh my god. Oh my god. GG. GG. GG.
You fish.
You serious?
I've never seen that happen in my entire life. What just happened?
Not water.
Bruh.
Stop your boat, quickly. Because, wait, I forgot that I can just ride on the boat.
Peachy, way too much. I'm sorry.
Wait, no,
I didn't
no.
mean it like that.
Don't eat chips while playing Minecraft.
These are like, training wheels.
Too far?
Probably eating them Pringles, fat.
God damn it!
He just realized he has no blocks or pickaxe to get out. I'd call the cops. This is so cool.
So, if I throw all these down here. Look at that! Pretty cool, huh?
Could you hit this shot?
Target acquired.
Bye, have a great time.
Oh! 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 Somebody put that right out!